What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Ken Flash Show. Today, we are going to be talking about the Triple D. Now, you may ask the question, what is the Triple D? What are the Triple Ds? Drinking, drugs, and depression. Those are the killers of men. And I know this firsthand because I've been through all three. And we're going to get to learn a bit about that today. We're going to get to learn about staying away from the Triple D. How can we not let our life go down that hole by staying away from those three avenues? But before I get into that, story time. I want to take you guys into a story about my travels. And I've been all over the world. One something that I really love doing is traveling. I've been all over the world. Brazil. I've been to Chile. I've been to Quito, Ecuador. Obviously, North America. All through the Caribbean. I've been to Paris. I've been to England. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to Madrid. I've been to Azerbaijan. I have been to Kazakhstan. I still need to get over by Tonga. I still need to get over by New Zealand. I still need to get over by Australia. But I say all that to say, my life consisted of training camps, competitions, and a bit of partying thereafter. That's how it went for me for a long period of time. And those competitions took me all over the world. And I really, really enjoyed it. Really got to experience some cool things, see some cool places. For example, let's revert back to Brazil for a second. And I got to see the Christ the Redeemer statue. That was such an awesome sight. It was amazing being up that high and looking over the entire city of Rio. Scary being up so high, but it's amazing, 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 amazing. In Ecuador, there is a tour that you can go and see the equator. I did not end up making that tour because I was partying hard the night before, but the experience could have been there. So I say all of that to say, anytime you get the opportunity to travel, take it up. Don't waste and squander opportunities for travel because you get to see different cultures. You get to have different experiences. You get to build different memories. Travel is a must. Really implement it into your life. Where things took a turn for me, because I did a lot of traveling, did a lot of competition, and did partying, was after I was no longer competing. I had no more competitions to go to. I had no more camps to be in. So now I had a void in my life. I had an empty hole in my life that I needed to fill. And now the only thing that remained was that partying. And I chose to fill those holes in my life with partying. And that's where the 3D's started to come into my life. The drinking, the drugs, which eventually led to depression. Now, because I'm such a high performer, I don't believe in just doing something mediocre. If I'm going drinking, I am going drinking. I'm going, 3-4 nights strong, no sleep. Forget about it. Can you truly manage to go 3-4 nights without sleep? No. You need the drugs. That's going to make that happen. You need to keep going. You need to keep the fun times rolling. Or at least that's what I believed. That's what I thought. Eventually, those fun times became regret for me. Became anxiety the next morning. Became worry for me. Became terrible come downs. Terrible hangovers. I was running from these holes that I had in my life, and I needed to fill these holes that I had in my life. So what I was doing, I was placing a band-aid on my life with the partying, with the drinking, with the drugs, waking up fucking depressed, walking around that way every day, and just placing a band-aid on my life in order to get forward. But when my life truly changed is when I decided, hey, I can no longer live my life in this way. I can no longer wake up feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling in regret through my choice to drink hard, through my choice to do tons of drugs in order to get away from the feeling that I'm experiencing. Hey, it's time now to put in the deep work. It's time now to no longer use Band-Aids. It's time now to make sure that I salute this problem. And that's when the deep work came into my life. And I made a step to do what needs to be done and implement that in my life, that I no longer needed to touch a depression pill. I no longer fooled around with the drinking. I no longer have touched drugs. Now, how much sweeter is life when I'm now able to wake up joyful, happy, energetic, ready to rock and roll? Life is so much sweeter. Now, compared to my friends would be like, oh my God, he's going to get drunk again tonight. He's going to be a mess. Instead of being that guy, now I got friends and family that want to be around, that are excited to see me, that feel great when I'm around. They don't got to worry about me being shit-faced and being a mess. They enjoy my time, and I enjoy my own time. So that is a success that was being able to be created in my life once I decided to create a solution, and that was put in the true deep work that needs to be done. And sometimes that's what we got to do in life, put in the deep work that we need to do in order to solve the struggles that we are going through. And that deep work could be talking it out with someone. That deep work could be counseling. That deep work could be therapy. That deep work can be 12-step programs. That deep work could be so many different things. That deep work could be mentorship. It doesn't matter what it is, but you always want to think about saluting the problem, not just putting a band-aid on for temporary, because you want to make sure you don't fall in that trap of the drinking, of the drugs, being in a depression. You want to make sure you are falling into, or not even falling into, you are operating in, it's a better way to say this, high energy, good vibes, positivity, joy, peace, happiness. That's where you want to be every day, because life is so much sweeter on that side of the fence. So I challenge you today to put in the deep work that needs to be done, if it needs to be done in your life. And don't let those 3Ds take control of you, or no longer have control of you. There's no need for it. Eliminate the 3Ds, put in the deep work, and create joy for yourself. I challenge you today to get that done. And I'm going to leave you with something that I got to learn from one of my mentors. Never, ever run from adversity. Always run towards a challenge. Always run towards adversity. Whatever adversities and challenges you're having in your life, run directly towards it. Run through it. Don't run away from it. Don't band-aid it, because you'll never get over it. The only way to get over it is to run through it, run towards it. This was the episode of the 3Ds on the Ken Flash Show. Look forward to working more with you guys. Look forward to giving you guys more shows, more value, more info. Feel free to hit me up anytime. Drop a message for me in the comments and I'll respond. Peace and love.